I'm Detective Inspector Steve Hambley and I'm from the Major Crime Investigation Team based here in Cornwall at Bodmin Police Station.
Okay, Steve, what's your reaction to today's sentence? Obviously it's been a long 3 weeks for all the people that have had to hear the evidence, and what do you make of it?
Yes, well, it's been a long 3 weeks through the course of the trial, and of course it's been a long 18 months to cover the full duration of the police investigation. What I would say is that we are talking about the death of a 22-year-old child in the sanctuary of our own home, and I think the sentences we've seen today reflect the seriousness of that.
And what kind of investigation was this? Presumably a lot of detail, and you guys did a lot of legwork.
Yes, it was a challenging investigation. The central issue that we faced was that Eve died within our own home, as I've already said. There were only 2 adults present during the sequence of events that we've heard evidence around over the 5 or 6 days before Eve's death. And those 2 adults were unable to help us as to what had happened to Eve. And so therefore it was a painstaking investigation involving the themes of evidence such as a review of mobile phone evidence, which has featured, that evidence of course has featured prominently within the trial that we've just completed.
And a particularly distressing investigation for the officers who worked on the case?
Well, not just all of the officers, and yes, I would agree with you. Clearly the death of a child is always going to be very distressing for all involved, not just the police officers. I think it's touched the paramedics, the medical staff who tried to do what they could for Eve back in October of 2017. I think it's touched those involved with the court process, and there are of course those who cared for Eve during her short life. It will of course have touched them in particular.
So a tragedy, just a tragedy all round.
Well,
no winners in this.
Yeah, I've got to say it's difficult to comprehend the death of a child, especially when the death of that child is not by an accident, an exceptionally difficult set of circumstances and difficult to understand.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks very much, Steve.
Thanks. Thank you. Cheers.